Hello and welcome to this week's wrap-up, and welcome to Westport High School. I have the great pleasure and honor to be here with Miss Jacobs, our amazing Golden Apple Teacher of the Year.
Thank you.
So we've been in the space a little bit this morning watching you get your class ready and have them get to their assignments, and there's great energy.
Thank
great
you.
energy. Great
Has to be.
culture, right? Great culture, and let's talk about what's happening now, and then let's talk about your great new recognition and your role and what you see this year looking like for you.
Thank you. So right now they're working on reading A Raisin in the Sun, which is mainly for us to focus on one of our benchmarks about characters that have a coming of age experience. So we're studying their character traits and how they interact with each other to see how they change from the beginning to the end. Right now they're reading with their groups. I keep looking back at them.
Yes.
But right now they're reading with their groups.
That's why you're the
Yeah.
teacher of the year.
They've all chosen characters, and so they read their scenes within their small groups, and then we're going to be diving into those to analyze the lines a little bit more together here in just a minute.
Yeah. So we were talking again off air kind of about, I noticed the grouping of students and asked you some questions about that, and you explained that you give them choice. You know, these are students who understand in your space that they rise to the occasion, right?
Right.
Make good choices, and then they have some flexibility, and it's really working in terms of their ability to get to the task and seeing outcome changes. You want to talk about that?
I'll say with this group, we've really focused on kindness and creating that classroom culture, because at the beginning of the year there were some squabbles, and I'm very big on, I am going to respect you as long as we're offering that respect back. And once they knew, like, if they were meeting those expectations, and I started giving them that, like, freedom to make some choices in here, it's amazing. Like, if you had seen the same group back in September, we've come so far, and some of the friendships I've seen build in here, it makes my heart happy to see them get excited about it.
And life skills,
Yeah,
right?
for
I mean, there's
sure.
some conflict, there's some disagreement,
Right.
but creating we use the word respect, that respect, and setting the bar. So they didn't know, I think I was coming. They didn't know we were coming.
Some of them might have, but they probably forgot.
Okay,
In
so-
fairness, we've had a lot of people
I'm
stop
sure
by
you
like
have.
recently.
I'm sure you
but
have.
yes.
But you can't hide that. You could feel it. Like I said,
Right.
when we walked in the
There's
room,
no
I could-
faking it.
There's no faking that.
Right.
So yeah. So what about your voice now in being recognized in this role? What do you want to accomplish?
That's like always on my mind, I guess. So I first always say I'm just really grateful for the team I have behind me, because I wouldn't be where I am today as a teacher without all of the amazing support I have, like here at Westport in particular. But it's exciting that now I get to talk to my fellow educators and maybe have a bit of a platform to share some of what we're feeling or thinking. Reading is a huge thing for me, literacy. Obviously, I teach English,
Yes,
but
yeah.
I know, like, our nation in particular, our reading rates aren't really where they should be, and there's a lot of things with that, like cell phones, but just anything I can do to maybe learn more or be a part of teams that are working on anything that's going to help our students. I'm excited that I get to be kind of in the room where all that's happening.
Excellent. Excellent. So I'm gonna throw you a question.
Okay.
If you're comfortable answering, what do people not know about you that you'd want them to know? What would they be surprised to know about you?
Ooh.
I always tell you, there's never a plan for these interviews.
No,
It's just.
that's fine.
But what would people be surprised to know?
I'm not sure if it's surprising. I know some people do know it, but so I tell my students this, like, they are my kids, and that's why I'll stay late, I'll come in early, I'm here for them, because I've always wanted to be a mom, but unfortunately that process hasn't been the easiest one for me and my husband going through it. We've had some infertility struggles, things like that, and I truly find my fulfillment here in the classroom with my kids. So I know there's like people who are like, I love my job, but it really does feel like why I'm supposed to be here was because these are my kids and I get to pour into them. So I guess that's something, like,
Yeah.
I like being here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And that really shows.
Thank
Just
you.
watching you interact with them and how you interact with them. It's always the how. For me, it's always the how, right? So that says a lot. And their respect of you
it means the world.
is very evident.
Well, thank you.
So
I love them too.
yeah, well, thank you for loving them, but also meeting them where they are and keeping that bar high. Because you're right.
The sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, and how we raise that bar and support them
Yep.
so they can be successful. Earlier we talked about some of the pathways that they're going to go into from here, from this class, and how you can help them get into those pathways.
Right.
You're already thinking forward for where they go from here.
Right.
So
They actually get to go do scheduling, I think, in 2 weeks, and they'll choose what they're going to be taking as sophomores. So
Yeah.
AP, ACE, they have so many
Right.
different things, but
Right.
the reading and writing is rigorous, so I
Yes.
try to make sure we're building that
yes,
in here as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, you see their potential future. So thank you.
Thank
We are
you.
so proud of you.
Come back
And all that you do.
anytime.
I will. I'll be back. So appreciate all that you do for our students.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.